What's up, YP family? What's up, YouTube? It's YP Los. We're back with part two of our Fivem chain tutorial. And today I'm going to be showing you how to make your name pendant and a bell, which is the thing that holds the pendant. I guess that's the name for it. That's what I always hear people call it, so that's what I call it. But I'm gonna show you how to make a name pendant, and I'm going to show you how to make a bell. And today for our pendant, we are going to only be using Blender and thefont.com for whatever font you want for the name, but we are only going to be using Blender. I am going to show you how to um, do the Photoshop method in future tutorials, but I like using Blender, so today we're doing Blender only. And by the end of this tutorial series, y'all will know how to get a chain, how to make a chain from complete scratch to Fivem ready. So nothing you use is going to be imported or nothing besides maybe a custom little charm or something on there. I might even show you how to make a charm in this tutorial. I'm still practicing myself making them, but without further ado, let's get into it. You can start where we left off, or you can just bring in a new one, and I'm gonna do a new one just so it ain't no confusion or nothing like that. I'm gonna do a new one, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna AX delete everything that's seen, and I'm gonna snap to the Z axis, press Shift A, bring in text. I'm gonna go to the data tab over here in all my tools, data. I'm gonna choose my font. I use thefont.com for all my fonts. The link will be in the description. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody uses thefont.com though. Um, but I already got a few different fonts, so I'm gonna just pick one from here and work with that. And I'm gonna go into edit mode. That's how we're gonna edit our font. If you convert your text to a mesh before you type whatever you trying to get or whatever, you won't be able to edit your text. So you gotta edit your text with what it say before you convert this or whatever to a mesh. But we're gonna click over here to geometry, and then I'm gonna extrude this out. Extrude, and I did mine to 0.06. So like the sweet spot. And then like I said, there's so many different ways you can make these pendants and stuff. So I'm gonna show y'all different ways and stuff, but right now we just doing the most simple way that, you feel me, I make my pendants. If I'm just trying to do something quick just to keep all the fundamentals locked in, I just, you feel me, come in and do it this way. But so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna duplicate this letter. We're gonna duplicate it, and we're just gonna leave it where it is, right? And with the duplicate selected, this is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna come to bevel, and I'm gonna bevel it out. And this is gonna be our second layer, you feel me? So you bevel it out however much you want it to, or however much you want to, or whatever the case may be. But just let me bevel at 0.02, right? That's gonna give me my second layer. Boom. So with this how we want it, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna select all of it, and I'm gonna convert it to a mesh. Or actually, no. Let me stop moving so fast. Alright, so we want our I want this to have like a back plating also, so where there is color in between, like where the gaps are, there'll be a plate, a flat surface without color, a different color, you feel me? So everything stand out, whatever the case may be. So in Blender you got a lot of different add-ons you can enable and stuff like that to help you get better resources and stuff. I have an add-on called Extra Objects Enable, and it allows me to bring in a, if I can find it, a single vertice. There's other ways you can get a single vertice. You can bring in a cube, a plane, whatever the case may be. Go into edit mode and merge all the vertices. You feel me? You can merge all of them. Or, hold on, I pressed the wrong one. At the center, and that'll give you a single vertice. Or you can enable the extra objects, which gives you a lot of different options, by the way. Not only is it just that single vertice, but it gives us a lot of different options we can choose from. Diamonds, which we have an add-on for the diamonds that I'm going to show you guys in this tutorial. But we just gonna add a single vertice, right? And then what I'm gonna do with this single vertice is I am going to pretty much outline this pendant. You feel me? To make it simpler, I'm gonna just press E to extrude this vertice, and I'm gonna press X to go along the X axis so it's all in a straight line. And what I'm gonna just do is repeat this process. I ain't gonna worry about going into the curves and making it all fancy. Actually, what I am going to do is, though, move this up a little bit so we got a little bit more space to work with. I'm actually gonna move it up to about right there. And we're gonna EX to extrude this all the way until there, and then I'm gonna extrude again. This time I'm gonna freehand it, but it's still gonna line up. It's not gonna go higher or lower because we're snapped to the Z axis. So I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna come about here. I'm gonna EX, bring it about here. E again, bring it about here. EX, EX. And you can just go straight across with this. I just like doing this, so if something happens, more vertices for me to mess with to try to fix what that is. And then I'm actually going to move that out just a little bit. Then I'm gonna EY to go up. EY, EY, EX, oh, EX. I don't know how I did know how to get out of this circle select. chat. I mean, hold on. This is. Alright, there we go. Cause this John just. I done been able to get out of it before though with a hotkey, but I did not just remember what that hotkey was. Yeah. But yeah, back to EX again. And then for these two vertices right here, we just gonna merge them at the center. Boom. Alright, so in object mode, select all with A. So we're gonna select all the vertices we just did. We're gonna bring it down just a little bit. Then what we're gonna do is fill it. And this little flickering right here is just our mesh overlapping with each other. It don't matter right now, but you know, for cleanliness purposes and stuff like that, it's ways you can fix that. But we're not gonna worry about it. If it was a problem, I would've addressed it as soon as we beveled this, because I seen it then. But don't worry about that if you got that happening. But we're gonna extrude this down, and this is gonna create that back plate that I was talking about. You feel me? So now you got pretty much a pendant. It's plain Jane right now, but it's a pendant. You feel me? But what we gonna do with this right here is to take it from plain Jane to not plain Jane. We gonna edit mode. We're gonna go into line select. Select that line there. And we can inset it inwards. Make sure we still got plenty of room to work with. And then extrude it downwards. You feel me? And that already give us more detail already. Now, so this is our base pendant. We got a pendant now. I'm gonna show you how to tweak it up even more. But this technically could be a done pendant. I mean, you know, how you wanna make it. This could be a done pendant, and you slap textures on there or whatever. We're not gonna do texturing in this tutorial though. The texturing we're gonna leave for the end. Export what I made. I'm probably gonna redo my pendant because I'm making this for my cousin while also doing the tutorial, and he still ain't told me what font he wants yet. So this ain't the font that's gonna be on his chain. So I'm gonna redo the pendant. And I'm not gonna go too crazy, and I'm gonna do the same steps that we did right now in this tutorial, so you guys can see it just might be a different font or whatever the case may be. But what we are gonna do now is to keep beefing this up and just add a little bit more detail in it. We are going to select this, and these two are still text form right now, so they're not an object or curve or anything right now. So what we are going to do is we're going to select this one, this top layer, and we're going to convert it to a mesh. I could have did the bottom layer too. Convert it to a mesh, or the second layer. I'm going to select the first layer, edit mode, line select, and we are going to select the outline every outline. Boom. And then with that outline, you're gonna right click. Oh, no. P, I'm sorry. Separate by selection. Boom. Object mode, select what we just separated. Right click, convert to curve. With that converted to a curve, come down to our geometry section, bevel, and we just gonna add a bevel to it. 0.1 is fine. So we're gonna end up editing this anyways to make it the size we want it. That size right there that I got it now is actually like perfect though. But you select it, edit mode, Alt S to shrink flatten, and that, you feel me, you can edit your size like that. I'm gonna do mine like that right there. Boom. You feel me? You already got a pendant. That's a pendant. And then I'm gonna ice it out too for y'all today. I'm gonna ice it out too. I guess I'm doing good on time so far. But we got our pendant. We got our pendant. So check this out. What I'm gonna do is to make this, or actually we're gonna ice it out first. So I'm not gonna do the whole pendant. I'm just, cause like I said, this ain't the pendant I'm gonna use for exchange. So there's no point in me doing all this. It's just what I'm about to do is strictly for tutorial purposes, just to show y'all how to ice out. You feel me? And there's faster ways to do this too. But me personally, I like placing every single one of my diamonds, even though it's time consuming. I like placing all of them myself. Like it's ways you can do it. Like just lay a whole bunch of diamonds out, lay it on top, boolean it, and all the diamonds will be exactly where you want them. You erase all the extra ones or whatever. But for the sake of this, like, just show y'all how this time I'm going to singly place all my diamonds inside of. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do both of the O's. Some more space to work with. All right, so there's a free add-on called Jewel Craft that you can get from GitHub, and that add-on has so many different cut diamonds or stones, and you feel me, the different cuts of a diamond or whatever stone it is. So for this, we just gonna use spaghetti cut diamonds, right? And what you want to do is to reduce your face count and your poly count or whatever. We are going to go into wireframe mode, edit mode, wireframe, and we are going to select the whole bottom half of that diamond and delete it. Boom, right? So that just reduced a few faces on that diamond. We are going to scale this diamond down as well. Scale it down a little bit more. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna enable snapping to where everywhere we rotate, move, or whatever the case may be on this pendant, the diamond will adjust itself to fit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna select face here. We are going to face project, align, back face, rotate, right, boom. So snapping is enabled. So everywhere we take this diamond, as you see it's moving, it's going to fix itself to go on this pendant. You feel me? So we gonna go smaller on the diamond, and then we gonna. And then what you would do is you would just duplicate, duplicate, and then you feel me, press the Y. It's just so that you would do the same thing. But the purpose of this video wasn't to show you how to ice out a pendant or whatever. It was to show you how to make the pendant. So we're not even gonna spend all that time icing this out. But that's a gist of how you ice out your pendant or whatever. Right now, what we're gonna do is do what we said we was gonna do and make our Bale and our pendant. So I'm gonna delete them. And honestly, that probably not even be a part of the tutorial. Probably just blank all that out. But we're gonna bring in a Taurus, whatever the hell you call it. And boom, we're just gonna size this, make it a decent size. Right now, this pendant is far bigger than what our chain is. So right now, everything we're doing, we're making, the size of this pendant, and then we're gonna scale all of it down at the same time. So with this Taurus, all right. So that's our pendant. For our Bale, what you want to do is bring in a cube. We're gonna line it up with our pendant. We're gonna scale it down. Scale down. Scale it down just a little bit more. Boom, that's straight. Then what we are going to do is scale Z-axis. No. We are going to edit mode. And what we're going to do is subdivide this to the max number because you can get. Then we're going to subdivide it again. And this time we're going to subdivide it to like 5, pretty much. The more you subdivide it, the more it's going to be, the easier it's going to be to do what we're about to do. So, with that subdivided, now, go into, duplicate this. I'm sorry. Undo that. Go into edit mode. I skipped some, y'all. Before you subdivide, so with your cube, go into wireframe mode. Select this bottom half. scale it inward some. Go shape our pendant. Scale this one inward. Shape the bell. Alright, boom. Now, edit mode, subdivide, 10 cuts, subdivide it a couple more times. Boom. Duplicate it, leave it in place. Edit mode on our duplicate, right? Or not edit mode, but scale. Scale it in, then on the x-axis, scale it out. You feel me? And check this. This modifier always give me problems, bro. But check it out. Hopefully we do this right this time, the first time. We are going to add a modifier. This modifier is called a boolean. So you go to generate boolean, and what boolean does is cut an object out of another object, or cut an object inside of another object, or whatever the case may be. So we are going to select our eyedropper. We want to use this as our cutter. So we want to boom. You see how it cut that? Now, if you apply the modifier, delete, boom. And this is a Bale. You feel me? We could leave it at this, or we could edit it up how we wanted it to be, which I'm going to just quickly just give you a little sunshine. We can come in with it a little bit if we want to. You can even come out up at the top if you wanted to. Like, you could do whatever you want with this. And like I said, the more you subdivide, the easier it'll be, because everything will be, the geometry is more geometry to work with. And instead of like one big square and then you edit it, it'll literally push everything in. But you see, we subdivided it, so it's only working with really the areas that we touch with this brush. So, I'll move this down. And boom, you got a Bale, bro. And what you would just line this up with your chain or whatever the case may be, and we gon' I'm gonna do all of that in the end tutorial video for this scratch Cuban link chain we making. In the end, I'm gonna speed it all up, and I'm gonna have this in there again with the actual pendant that I make for his necklace. So right now this was literally just to show y'all how y'all can make a pendant. And then the most important thing, bro, the most important thing with making these, making any type of game assets, is your face and orientation. So you see how all of this is blue and all of this is red, right? The red will not show up. Only the blue will show up. So this is the outside of my face. Only the blue will show up. So if we went through the whole process and exported this chain, this pendant, when we got in game, we would not be able to see this back plate. And it took me so long to figure that out. I was making so much jewelry, so many fire pieces, and I get it in game and I can't see it. And I found the alternative I found wasn't the actual alternative to the fixed. So you have to make sure your face orientation is good, right? So to flip these, what we are going to do is go into edit mode. We're going to press A to select all of that, and then we're going to do Alt N to flip the normals. Now you see how it's blue now. Boom. Would it be good if we imported that into the game? And that's gonna wrap up today's tutorial. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Like I said, if you like the content, if you like the tutorial video, if you learn anything from the tutorial video, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, man. It's free to support. And um at the end of the day, man, I'm here, helping y'all. You feel me? I don't have to do this. Nobody has to do it, but you feel me? I'm for the people. I wanna see everybody elevating what they like doing. And me personally, I like doing what we doing, what I'm showing in this video. And I plan on bringing a lot more um content as far as tutorial wise and as far as just my channel wise. There's a lot of content to come. I'm in the process of moving, so live streams been slow and stuff like that, but there's a lot of content to come, especially for Fivem as far as these tutorials go. And as far as my Discord, I have had a few people from the last tutorial video that watched come make a ticket in my Discord, and just like I asked in the video, um and ask for resources. You feel me? And I got no problem sending y'all resources, man. I got no problem sending y'all resources. Um, Especially the resources that should be free. You feel me? I got no problem sending that to y'all. What I would not do though is I would not post all of these resources for y'all to just come in the Discord and flood the Discord. Like that ain't what my Discord for. So if you need something, feel free to make a ticket, and we'll go from there. And but anyways, man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Like I said, like the video if you haven't already. I know this is my third time saying it, but like the tutorial, man. If you like the tutorial, leave a like. If you like my content, subscribe if you haven't already. You feel me? Show me that you like it. YP out.